Hi kids, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about plate boundaries. Please get your notebook and take note the important details as we go along with this topic. Thanks! Plate boundaries. Learning goals. Describe the forces that affect changes on Earth's surface. Demonstrate how blocks of rock or plates move along faults of Earth's crust. Illustrate the three types of plate movements. How do movement of tectonic plates affect the surface of the Earth? The Earth is not a solid and continuous shell. As you have learned in the previous lessons, the crust is divided into two parts. The continental crust, composed of the different continents, and the oceanic crust, the outermost layer found under the oceans. The present continents lie on the tectonic plates. A tectonic plate is a massive, irregularly shaped slab of solid rock, generally composed of both the continental and oceanic lithosphere. These tectonic plates are moving in different directions. Earth's major plates. The lithosphere is made up of rigid layer of the Earth's crust known as crustal plates. Some plates are small, while others are large. The large plates are known as major plates. The major or largest plates are Eurasian plate, Pacific plate, North American plate, Indo-Australian plate, Antarctic plate, and African plate. The small or minor plates include the Philippine plate, Cocos plate, Nazca plate, and the Caribbean plate. Figure 8.2 shows the Earth's major plates. Plate boundaries and plate movements. Plate boundaries are areas where two plates meet. The plates move or drift slowly. As plates move, they interact in several ways. Two plates could collide, separate, or slide past each other. It has been estimated that the plates are moving at the speed of 1 to 10 cm per year. The movements of plates help geologists explain different geological events like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and the formation of oceans and continents. Figure 8.3 shows the plate boundaries. Types of plate boundaries. Convergent plate boundaries. Convergent plate boundaries occur where tectonic plates collide. There are three types of convergent plate boundaries: between two oceanic plates, between an oceanic plate and a continental plate, and between two continental plates. When tectonic plates collide, the denser crustal plate is the one that is pushed below. Subduction zones are convergent regions where the crust that is pushed below is being destroyed. Convergent plate boundaries trigger volcanic activities, earthquakes, and the formation of ridges, deep trenches, and chains of active volcanoes. In the oceanic to oceanic plate boundary, the denser plate is the one that subducts or is pushed downward by the less dense plate. This type of plate boundary triggers the formation of chains of active volcanoes as magma rises beneath the surface. In the continental to continental colliding plate boundary, the denser plate slides over the less dense plate. As a result, an enormous thickening of the landmasses happens. The landmasses are buckled upward, forming mountain ranges. The Himalayan Ranges between Asia and India is a typical example of a surface feature that was formed by continent to continent colliding plate boundary. In the case of the oceanic to continental colliding plate boundary, the oceanic plate subducts since it is denser than the continental plate. The oceanic plate that is subducted is consumed back into the asthenosphere. The subduction causes the formation of large, deep trenches. One example is the Marianas Trench in the western Pacific Ocean. The trench was formed when the denser Philippine plate descended under the less dense Pacific plate. Insights: the mid-oceanic ridges in the Atlantic Ocean are underwater mountain ranges. It was observed that mountain ranges moving away from each other are caused by divergent plate boundary. As the mountain ranges move apart from each other, basaltic magma wells up. This magma is deposited on top, causing the seafloor to spread at the rate of 2.5 cm per year. Earthquakes, underwater volcanic activities, and faulting are some natural phenomena that produce a rugged ocean floor. The Marianas Trench is the deepest depression of the Earth. It is located east of the western Pacific Ocean, and it is near the Philippines. The Marianas Trench has a depression of about 11,033 meters, or 36,198 feet. The Marianas Trench is the deepest depression of the Earth. It is located east of the western Pacific Ocean, and it is near the Philippines. Divergent plate boundary. Divergent plate boundary occurs when two plates move apart from each other. When plates break apart, the lithosphere thins and ruptures, forming fractures on the crust. The fractures become filled with magma upwelling from great depths at the surface of the fracture. As the magma cools off, a new crust forms between diverging plates. In the oceanic crust, this process is called seafloor spreading. Earthquakes, faults, and underwater volcanic eruptions occur in the divergent boundary. The Atlantic Ocean between Africa and South America, the Red Sea between Africa and Saudi Arabia, and the Gulf of California that separates the Baja Peninsula from Mexico are products of divergent plate boundary. Figure 8.10 shows the movement of plates transforms plate boundary. Figure 8.11 shows mid-oceanic ridge in Atlantic Ocean formed by divergent plate boundary. In the Atlantic Ocean, the North American plate is moving away from the Eurasian plate and the African plate. As these plates move apart, chains of mountains form at the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. This chain of mountains is called mid-oceanic ridge. Transform plate boundary. A transform plate or transform fault boundary occurs when two plates slide past one another. The movements of the plates in transform plate boundaries are either diverging or converging or in the same direction of different rates. As the two plates glide each other in different directions, earthquakes occur. The area in the San Andreas Fault between the Pacific and North American plate is an example of transform plate boundary. Key concepts: ocean and continents lie in a tectonic plate, which is moving in different directions. The present continents lie in the tectonic plates. A tectonic plate is a massive, irregularly shaped slab of solid rock that is moving in different directions. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell button to notify you of my new uploaded videos. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next time. Bye!